Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be walking you through the steps to replace your internal SSD in your Steam Deck so you have the confidence to do it yourself. These steps only describe how to physically remove and replace your SSD. You will need additional software tools and procedures to install an OS and get the replacement SSD to function as intended. Turn on your Steam Deck and allow the battery to discharge below 25% before starting your repairs, as a charged lithium-ion polymer battery can be dangerous if accidentally punctured. As an extra precaution, Valve recommends putting your Steam Deck into battery storage mode within the BIOS before starting any internal repairs. Power down your Steam Deck and unplug any cables. During your repair, it can be helpful at times to lay the Steam Deck face down into its case to protect the thumbsticks and prevent wobble. Remove the back cover screws. Use a Phillips driver to remove the 8 screws securing the back cover. For coarse thread 9.5mm long screws and for fine thread 5.8mm long screws. Despite the standards, Phillips screwdrivers can vary in size and shape to drivers labeled as the same size may fit differently in the same screw. Use the size that fits the snuggest into the screw head. Throughout this repair, keep track of each screw and make sure it goes back exactly where it came from to avoid damaging your Steam Deck. Insert an opening pick into the thin gap between the back cover and the front shell, along the edge of the right grip. If you're having trouble inserting your pick at the grip seam, try starting at either the top or bottom long edges first, then slide the pick towards the grip. Pry up on the back cover to release it from the locking clips. Remove the back cover. Uncover the hidden shield screw. If you have a refreshed Steam Deck version with the black motherboard cover, skip this step. Use a Phillips driver to remove the 3 screws securing the board shield, one 3.4mm screw and 2 3.7mm screws. Only the 2 3.7mm screws along the left edge are present in refreshed Steam Decks. Remove the board shield. Remove the SSD screw. With the SSD screw removed, the SSD will pop up at a shallow angle. Grip the battery cable by its pull tab and pull it directly away from the motherboard to disconnect it. Alternatively, use the flat end of a spudger or a clean fingernail to gently push the connector out of its socket, then disconnect it completely by hand. During reassembly, insert the SSD at a shallow angle into its board connector and secure it back into its horizontal position with the SSD screw. The SSD is wrapped in the SD shielding that will need to be transferred to the replacement SSD.
Essentially, from here you are completing the steps you did initially, but in reverse. Just make sure any wires are out of the way when reinstalling the motherboard cover.